Happy 2020, everyone. I know it's been a minute. Holidays hit. I got a little busy with work, family, but man, Adam Sandler. Welcome back, Midnight Society. It's your boy, the Movie Nerd, here with the movie review for Uncut Gems. Uncut Gems stars Adam Sandler, and it has an ensemble cast from Lakeith Stanfield, Idina Menzel, Kevin Garnett, The Weeknd, and Julia Fox. If you didn't know, I'm a huge A24 production fan, and this film just adds on to the major list that they have of great movies. In this movie, Adam Sandler plays a charismatic jeweler where he's always getting to something. He's taking money from somebody, giving it to somebody else, borrowing money from one person and giving to the next, and kind of digging himself into a hole with multiple people and trying to dig himself out, and it never seems to work. Before I get into the likes and don't likes, I just want to say the intro to this film, like the first 30 seconds of this film, if I had been hired to go watch this movie, I probably would have ran out the movie before I even got to the first dialogue, because it was just, what? It was a cool effect. It went into like a diamond or a gem, and it's like going through like this astral plane, celestial plane, whatever you want to call it, and then it goes into like somebody's rectum. Just believe me. I'm so serious, not making it up. That's what it was. Also, after that, when the film started, the first scene, I actually thought I was in the wrong movie and checked my phone to make sure I was in the right theater. It was in the right theater. I just didn't expect what I saw for the intro of the film. Not the rectum part, but where it was placed, but it makes sense. It went along with the timeline. But the meat of this review has to be that Adam Sandler did amazing in this film. Hands down, I wish we had more of this Adam Sandler. Don't get me wrong, I love all his comedic films, but I feel like this is something we don't get too much of from Adam Sandler. If more people saw this, they'd be like, man, this guy's in this top list, top tier of actors. I say that because that's how good he was in this film. You talk about top actors, you go and you say Christian Bale, Leonardo DiCaprio, Denzel Washington, Keanu Reeves. Did I just say Keanu Reeves? I'm sorry, that's the Matrix and John Wick fan of me. I know it was a mistake. But if this was the first film you saw Adam Sandler in, you'd be like, this guy is amazing. I need to go see his past work. And then you'd run into Happy Gilmore and Little Nicky and be like, that's not what I expected. Adam Sandler and Kevin Garnett acted so well. Yes, I said Kevin Garnett acted so well in this movie that I forgot to view them in the natural light. When I say natural light, I mean, I see Adam Sandler, I expect something comedic. And when I see Kevin Garnett, I see an amazing basketball player. You don't expect the roles that they play in this movie, and you don't expect how they play those roles. Also, Lakeith Stanfield is becoming one of my favorite actors, or has become one of my favorite actors. All the films that he does and all the roles that he plays, he gets like serious into the roles, and just like, I just see him in there. I don't see him in this movie and think of Get Out. I don't see him in Get Out and then think of Death Note. I don't watch Death Note. You get what I'm saying. Something else that I loved about this movie is like organized chaos. It's like a beautiful, ugly ballet, if that's a thing. There's a lot of things going on. It's definitely fast paced and it's full of anxiety. Each scene is all anxiety. And that's what's great about this movie. It keeps you on your seat and keeps you wanting to know what's about to happen next. The entire time I'm watching, like, man, I just want this guy to win. I just want him to win. Adam Sandler's character in this film reminds me of Joe from You, because Joe, as we know, if you haven't watched this, you might want to stop here, but Joe's a murderer. We know he's freaking a sociopath that kills everybody, but you watch it and you still love this guy and you're like, I want him to win. I want Joe to win. Just stop killing people, find the person you love and just keep it at that. But then you also want him to kind of like kill people because that's what keeps the show going. And that's kind of how it is for Adam Sandler in this film. He keeps digging holes for himself, making promises he can't cash in. You just really want to win for him. It doesn't really matter that he's a dirtbag, he cheats on his wife, has a mistress that he lives with, doesn't really know his kids, talk to his kids, probably doesn't really live with them, but you still want him to win. So it's just amazing the way someone can write this character, somebody direct it and have somebody act, and there's this character that you should actually loathe, but you're actually in love with this character and you want them to be successful. I don't really have too many cons about this movie. The only thing I could think of is sometimes maybe it's too frantic, but even then, that's the point of this movie, is to keep it going, to keep you anxious to realize that he needs to get out of this situation, and no moment in this time, in this film, it's safe. But in this type of film, you kind of always want the main character to be on his toes to show that sense of desperation to the crowd. Also in the preview, it seems like Idina Menzel has a lot of scenes in this movie. She doesn't. For what she has, she kills it, but I wish they would have had a couple more scenes with her in it. It's tough because I'm thinking this movie might be a 5 for me. I don't know. What do you think? I definitely watch it in theaters, but you could also wait. All in all, Uncut Gems is a great movie. I give it a 4, and it's definitely worth watching in theaters. So Uncut Gems, let me know what you think if you saw it, if you plan on going to see it, or if you don't plan on going to see it. And as always, if you like what you see here, like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, it's submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society.